Hello and welcome to the Lifeguard Shack. This is a podcast presented to you by Robert Glover and the crew that's over at the Lifeguard Shack. Right now, it is just me at the Lifeguard Shack. I like to say the crew is here with me because it makes me feel a little bit wholesome. And it still makes me feel like I'm bringing the team along. I love that aspect of it because I'm trying to build something in the podcast space. And that's just how you started, you know? You know where we started off with behind the brand. We're gonna start it with behind the brand, like I just said. But staying consistent is hard. But I'm getting better at it. You know, that's something I've been thinking about is just stay consistent. That last episode, bonus episode, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. We got this episode now. So it's been like a bang bang type of thing. I was just testing that out to see how exactly the two episodes would work. I like that aspect of it. It worked out pretty well. I think the turnaround time so far has been good. I'll knock on wood. Like, I just think it's a good thing that we got it done. It definitely gives me a foreshadow of what is to come and how exactly to address it moving forward. But granted, the time won't be the same. I'll be in different time blocks and everything will change. So that was just for this time. So yeah, I guess that's just on my end on how I'm doing. I never really get into how I'm doing, so I just want to bring that to you guys too because I never really get into that. But like, this is how I'm doing. I've been changed. Excuse me. I am sorry if I disturbed y'all. That was, woo. But it's just getting hard. It's not getting hard running the show, but it's just me running the show. I like running the show. It's been pretty fun. The simplistic, the simplistic nature of podcasting is what I like about it. It's like everything that you kind of want to talk about gets talked about. Yeah, that's just like it's just me running the show now, so that's kind of how I've been running it. I like it. I've been bouncing ideas off of a lot of people though, so there's that aspect of it too. So it's not really just running the show because I do have help, like I said before. And with that help, I'm like be guided myself through this digital detox as I'm getting into myself now and this behind the brand. The digital detox I've been on, it's just me just taking like a break from social media and some apps. Like I've put like a two hour limit on my Instagram because I was using 5 hours a day. I thought that was a lot, so that's why I changed that. It was like, it's kind of time to change it and maybe cut down on the spending of the time. Like the spending of time. But like I don't know. It makes me like I sat there for a pause because I'm just thinking like 5 hours a day is what I do though. It's like what I do. So it's all like this is what I do. So I mean like I get it. That's not maybe that's not a lot, but I just don't. I'm gonna change it though eventually. This is only for like a period of time. I wanna just try it out. Everyone's trying new things, so I want to try it out. And with that, I got rid of the Facebook page for that, and we're strictly Insta now. So strictly Instagram. We'll work through like that. I I like that idea better because I don't want to grow too quick or like stunt our growth by trying to set up too many things. I mean, like we've been running through ideas left and right. We haven't actually done it. Is if I say myself, because I've been running through ideas left and right. That's what I kind of got. This is what I've been like putting myself like it's like I hope you guys get it. And like the website, I did like show like a preview of that on the story at one point. But I think that was like early October, late October. When I'm thinking the website is still going to out. We're still going through various designs though. That's the thing. We're going through various designs. So with like various designs, you get like so many options, and it's just kind of hard to pick and whittle down. And then there's budgeting and all of that. You get that too. So like it gives you this timetable to what you want it to be out and then what you want to put on it. So I just been in that aspect of it. Um we definitely have been working on the website though. Everything is like fully functioning on one model. I still have the balls, I guess. I guess that's just where I'm at right now. I have the balls to pull the plug and say let's run it. If I did have the balls to pull the plug and say let's run it, I'll do it. But it's like I'm just like I don't know, something is just sitting there with on me is like I shouldn't do it. Like, yeah, that's that. Um yeah, we're gonna move on to the second topic, just transitioning into various models and things of that nature. I was thinking the other day, what are like two great musical eras? Like, and then could you compare them? Like, could you compare two great musical eras against one another? And the one I was thinking of, well, the two I was thinking of, the first one was the 70s. The 70s was such a time. Like, you can't ever forget about the 70s. Like, the 70s was such a time. Hold on, let me get something to drink. You can't ever forget about the 70s. The 70s was such a time. Everyone was off LSD. Everyone was tripping. Like, they were doing everything. Like, anything you can imagine. They were there. Woodstock. I think Woodstock was in the 70s. Let me double check. Woodstock. Look that up. Look that up. Woodstock. Woodstock. Look that up. Uh, did you find anything? 1969. So yeah, the 70s of the Woodstock happened. I'm trying to speed it up for you guys. I was just trying to give you guys a little something. Make it feel a little open. If you guys didn't look it up, I looked it up. It was 1969. So the Woodstock started transitioning, and like all of that, like the 70s was the time for music. I'm gonna give you some artists that you could probably remember from the 70s. And you'd be like, dang, the 70s was hitting. I don't really know about any other decades that were hitting like that compared to the 70s right now. Like up until date, the 70s were whew, that decade. There was Pink Floyd, Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass, the Jackson 5, Elton John, Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Al Green, and like so many more artists that I'm probably missing. But like when you think about that one, it's just like, holy crap. Like that was so good. Like all those artists remain in today's presence. We still think about Pink Floyd. We still think about Earth, Wind, and Fire sometimes. Well, I won't say sometimes. We still think about Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm not even no shade. That was a shade. even if it came off as shade, that was not shade, but we still think about the Jackson 5. We still, like, all of those we still think about. Like, it could go on. But then I start thinking about another era. Like, another era. And this era was one I was raised in. This era was one that I think might go down as like one of the best eras to be around in, bro. Like, this was a time, like the 2010s. The 2010s. I've only been around for 2 decades. In the 2010s, that was the time, bro. The teens, I call it. The teens. Drake was running the show with YMCMB. We had a new Kanye. Like, how could you forget a new Kanye? Like, that, the new Kanye, everyone was like, we like the, I can't forget that one song Kanye made. He goes, we like the old Kanye. Like, that song, I will always remember. That album, I will always remember. The clout era, that was a time. Like, everyone wanted to have clout on the internet. How you get clout, how you get clout. The clout era, that was a time. I remember Kendrick's come up. Like, Kendrick's come up, that was a big thing. Like, now look at him. Like, he really grew in that time from what I remember. I'm not gonna pinpoint him down in that time, but I remember him in that time being really big. Like, that was when I was like, when he dropped, damn. That was like, holy crap. Well, I listened to it, and then he dropped it backwards. I was like, he might be really what they say he. You know, it's like, he might be what they really say he be. Like, God, that man is something. Can't forget about Mac Miller. He kind of gave up in 2009, but he, like, really thrived all the way until his late passing. But, like, Mac Miller was a sensational artist that really was, like, impactful. Yeah. And then you also can't forget about DJ Khaled Snap. DJ Khaled Snap. Oh, one more thing about Mac Miller. I might be wrong about him coming up in 2009, but that's when I started listening to him. Okay? So don't put me onto him in 2009, and that's when I started listening to him. Other than that, like, I don't know. I don't know about his past like that before that. I just know from 2009 on, and that's when he, like, really thrived. Right. I was looking at it the other day. He dated Ariana Grande. She has 342 million or something like that followers on Insta. That's fucking crazy. Like, that's insane. He had like 10 mil. Like, think about that. He was really doing his thing, bro. Like, a great one. Okay? A great one. And then, like I was saying, DJ Khaled snaps. DJ Khaled snaps. And, like, his whole little spill and I think it was like 2016 his snaps were. That's when his snaps were so funny. Like, I used to want to make my Snapchat stories like DJ Khaled's at that point in time. Because his stories were so funny. Like, he was doing everything. And, like, even during COVID, he lived that up. And that was, like, until 2020. Like, but COVID started in 2020. So I'll say even up until COVID, he lived that up. That was crazy. Like, it was some of the most best marketing I've ever seen without saying it's marketing. Like, that's why I love it. Like, he did a really good job with that. And, like, it is not like a pat on the back for DJ Khaled because he definitely knows how to do what he's doing. And I would love to speak with him if I ever forget the chance. Like, that's one person that really motivates me because he's always striving to be the best. Like, you know how hard that is? But, like, I won't get that spiel. The spiel was 70s versus 2010. Because I could go on for days on that other topic. But 70s versus 2010s. Uh, let me think. 70s. I can't really pick a side. I thought about it long and hard because they're both really good eras. And like you just heard me, I could go on for days about people from the 2010s. So it holds more of a significant value to me. But the 70s music is something that's like it's so inspirational to the culture. It's so inspirational. Like when you think about it, it's like the 70s really hold such a significant value to our culture today. Like it really does. And then you start to think more about it and how like things start developing more in the 80s. And that's when I come to this digital product review as we transition out of the last topic. I can't really pick a side, like I said. I just don't know which one is better. I'll let you guys decide. But as we move into the digital product review, we got the Madden series. Well, they create a little suspense with that. You know, stare you guys off the topic and then bring you back. I want to do that. So, like, Madden is one of the longest running and most successful sports game franchise ever created. The first game in the series, John Madden Football, was released in 1988. And the series has continued to be popular ever since. And that's like something we have to think about and take it into account. The game is named after John Madden, the late great John Madden, Rip John Madden, and Rip Mac. Former NFL coach and commentator who has been a prominent figure in the sport for decades. Madden was instrumental in the creation of the game, and his name has become synonyms with football video games. Excuse me. Madden has been known for his attention to detail and realism, and the game's developer has worked closely with the NFL to ensure that the game accurately reflects the sport. The game includes authentic team roster, player status, and realistic gameplay mechanics. The that simulate the sport as closely as possible. And that makes me think he's like John Madden's what he's done with Madden is really crucial. It's really crucial. But I'm gonna give you guys some more. I'm gonna give you guys some more. The Madden series has been created with popularizing many football related terms and concepts such as a franchise mode and salary cap. Hate that. The game has also been used as a tool by NFL teams to scout new talent and evaluate players. Madden has had a significant impact on the video game industry as a whole and has been a driving force behind the growth of sports video games genre. The game has also been a subject of controversy, with some critics arguing that it promotes violence and aggression. Despite this, Madden series continues to be one of the most popular video game franchises, and that makes me say that is, lo and behold, very true indeed. Madden is a very popular game. It is one of my favorite games to play. It is like Madden, you just can't beat it. It's such a good game. The graphics are always good, but it pisses me off. It pisses me off too. There be some whole stuff in that game that you just can't really take out of the game because it happened. It's just like, how does it happen? It didn't happen. No. But you can't really do anything about it. But like, that's kind of what I think about Madden, and like, I don't really have more of a spiel on Madden because like, it's just like, I don't know. Madden is just Madden. Like, if you've ever played it, you know how it is. It's a good game. It lets you do a variety of things in the football world. It's a very true football game. It lets you experience football to the next level. But it's a tough game to play. Like, if you want to be very good. If you just want to be average and just want to play and win and lose, like, it's fun. But if you want to be very good, it's a tough game to play. Like, consistently. Like, you just gotta remember your, how do I want to say? Remember your play calls to the right manner so that you can respond with emphasis on every play. You know, something like that. That's how I can really sum up Madden. If you can do that with Madden, then you'll be a very good player and you'll be able to do very talented things in the game. Which brings me to bothism. And when you bring together so many thoughts, you start to wonder, is this side that I'm thinking right now right? Or is that side that I'm thinking right now right? It's not really a feeling. I don't like feelings because everyone gets in their feelings. You know what feelings happens with feeling. It's just feeling. Like, I feel this way, but I feel this way. Like, you change feelings every day. But with ideas and stuff like that, it's something else. Like, I don't even know if idea is the word I want to pinpoint. But I want to bring up bothism. Bothism is the belief that balance and harmony between opposing forces is essential for a fulfilling life. It emphasizes the importance of embracing both positive and negative experience, emotions, and perspectives. Bothism encourages individuals to speak out and appreciate the beauty and lessons in both light and dark aspects of life. It emphasizes the need of moderation and avoiding extreme positions, as both can lead to imbalance and disharmony. Bothism promotes an open minded, exclusive approach to life, recognizing that there are many valid perspectives and beliefs that can coexist peacefully, which is very true. Which is very true. This is why I like bothism. I am a firm believer in bothism. I'm not persuading anybody to believe in bothism. I am not telling anybody bothism is the right thought process. I just believe in bothism. And that goes along with everything that I say on this podcast. I'm not steering you one way over another. I'm just bringing you information. You know, and this is some information I feel like you should know if you're living in this world. You can choose both sides. You don't have to choose a side. You can stay in the middle. When someone asks you for a question to answer, you can give them multiple answers. There is not just one right answer. You can give them two answers. Because there was more than just that just happened. It happened one way, but the other person also had an interaction too. And like, you can say, well, what happens when you're alone? Well, yeah, you're alone, but both you and the world experience that experience. So when you get deeper into the thought, it's more of just you that is out there. So that's why I don't really choose sides. I kind of go with both of them. It's just like something that is really a hot topic. It could be looked at in many aspects. And I would probably say, yes, I choose both of them in this situation because it's a very, I hate to say the word, but scapegoat. It's a very scapegoat way of life, but not a scapegoat. It's just like you kind of understand both sides more because you can't just say, I agree with this side and not take the knowledge from the other side. And you can't just say, well, I agree with this side and not take the knowledge of the other side. It's like you have to take the knowledge from both sides, know that they both coexist, and then go from there. You can't just like not take the knowledge in and then just mingle along with it. And I get it. Everyone lives different, but that's just how I see it. And I'm not trying to put my thoughts down on anyone. This is just information that I would like to bring to you guys. And along with that, when you start thinking about your thoughts and thinking about goals, achieving success, and being successful, whatever you want to do, even if it's not success, whatever your goal is or whatever you want to do, just even if it's just to be better in the end, you can think think of the analogy. Trying to trying to perfect one paper when you could have wrote a book. I'll say that again. The analogy is, why would you try and perfect one paper when you could have wrote a book? I'll say that one last time. The analogy is, why would you try to perfect one paper when you could have wrote a book? Kind of stumbled over my words a couple times. Just want to give you guys a chance to fully hear it without any stumbles or anything. Could have edited it, but I just want to keep it raw for you guys. We cut that out, but so when you think about that analogy, you can get stuck on one concept, which could slow you down from other success. Like that, what's the concept you get stuck on? It can slow you down from other success. I see why sticking on one concept is very meaningful and good, and you stick on that task, and you might not have time, or you might not have like you might not have like other aspects. That was it. Might have other like aspects going for you. That's the word, aspects going. Oh yeah, aspects going for you. But like in a very candid way, even if success isn't your end goal, you will want something better out of it. Like you gotta want something better out of it. And that's why I think when you think more into it, writing a book provides more freedom and creativity compared to writing a perfect paper, which has specific guidelines to follow. A book allows you more room to explore and experiment with ideas, whereas a perfect paper often requires a strict adhere to a set of, and then the process of writing a book is typically longer and more involved than the writing a perfect paper, which can often be completed quickly and a strict focus about the task. But like when you think about that, yeah, you can get it done quicker, but like, why would you sacrifice just getting the quick win when you can get the long dub? Like I'm a firm believer in the long dub. Like the long dub is what I'm here for. I am not trying to win now. If they told me I could win now, like I would tell you, I will take it, but I want more in the end. As in, like, say they say you get 100 golf balls now, but we'll give you, or you could take 1,000,000 in 10 years. I would take the 1,000,000 in 10 years because then I can come up with a plan to put 1,000,000 golf balls. I don't know what I would do with 1,000,000 golf balls. I'll just get a free 1,000,000 golf balls, and I maybe give it to you guys. Maybe sell them somewhere. Like, the thoughts are endless. But I have a million golf balls instead of one. And that's kind of like the writing a book. You write a million pages instead of one page. That thought. And while the perfect paper may be helpful in achieving specific goals, such as a good grade or publications, writing a book has the potential to reach a higher audience and have a greater impact. Like I was saying, one page, it might have that one person reading it. That book is going to have multiple people reading it. Multiple. So, really have to think about that. While writing a book, it allows for deeper exploration of a topic with the opportunity to devy into nuances and complexities that may be difficult to capture in shorter pieces, such as a perfect paper. You got to think about that too. The nuances and complexity, all of that happens in a book. And it's going to be a lot harder for that to happen. And that's the same with life, the nuances and the complexities of getting that million golf ball. This is going to be a lot different than a 100. I get it. If you just want the 100 and go about your day, just want the 100 golf balls, yeah, take it. But a million, bro, you might hit the news. This guy got a million free golf balls. What the heck? Like, what would you do with a million golf balls? Like, I don't know, just tee off a million times. Like, you can do endless things. You can sell one for $1, you'd be a millionaire. One for 50 cents, you'd have half a mil. Simple math. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Think about it. Let me know if you ever come back to this podcast and say that was a great analogy, Robert, because I came up with that myself when I was thinking. So I hope that you like that. And I hope that it's flawless. I hope there is some flaws in it, though. Or bring a little Mosesism into this. There are some flaws, but I hope it's flawless. Let me know. DM me on Insta at Lifeguard Shack. I'll find out there. Hopefully, we can find an answer for it. I would like to know. And with that, we come to an end. Now, how I said boathism earlier, and how they're writing the paper, the perfect paper, or you could have wrote the book. This one was one that I really thought about for a while, and it was that Rey Mysterio is retired. If I had the Rey Mysterio mask in my hand right now, I would show you guys the Rey Mysterio mask. But Rey Mysterio, I was a huge fan of yours. He retired from the WWE, and this was something that was very, very, like, devastating. Like, it wasn't devastating. It was like watching someone grow up and then retire. Like, dang, how really that old? Like, that's what you think. Do you got the mask? Okay, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab the mask really quick. So, I'm gonna give you guys a little background about Rey Mysterio. We're gonna put on the mask because we love Rey Mysterio. You know, you see the mask in 2009. This mask I got from Rey Mysterio. Like, this mask, not from Rey Mysterio, okay, from Raw, Monday Night Raw. Like, this mask is dope. I got it from Raw. Let me clear that up. when I was there. This wasn't on like some creator. This was like pre-creator. But this is the mask. It's pretty dope. Like I was going to show you guys it. There's the thumbnail. But like, yeah, there's a mask. I want to rock it out. I want to rock it out. Shall I rock it out? Nah, I don't know if I have to do it. I'm not gonna rock it. I'm just going to show you guys the mask. I love this mask. This mask right here signifies that I was a Rey Mysterio fan. Me and my dad went, and it was a good time. That was, whew, that was over a decade ago, pre 2010. Like I was saying, that time. But to give you guys some background on who Rey Mysterio is, if you don't know, that's just sick. I'm gonna say it one last time. It's background on Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio started his wrestling career at the age of 14, training under his uncle Rey Mysterio Sr., who also was a professional wrestler in Mexico. In 2006, Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble match as a second entry, making him the first ever wrestler to ever win the match from the number 2 position. Rey Mysterio has held multiple championships in various wrestling promotions, including the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, WWE Intercontinental Championship, and WWE Tag Team Championship. That was a goat. That was a goat. Rey Mysterio has been known for his high flying, acrobatic, and ring style, and has been credited with popularizing the 619 finishing move, which involves Mysterio springboarding off the ropes and delivering a kick to his opponent's head. In addition, wrap this up for you guys. His wrestling career has been also made appearances in various films and TV shows, including the movie Ready to Rumble and the TV show Kingdom. Rey Mysterio retired at this recent WrestleMania ceremony, and I thought it was great. I thought he got what he wanted. He looked great in his fit. He had the gold mask on. That was pretty sweet. Like he went out the right way, man. He went out the right way. It was a good way to go out. But yeah, that is everything. Thanks for tuning in. Stay up to date with us on Instagram. Now tell you anything else news wise there. Um, but yeah, we're out of here. I'm out of here. Peace. Well, da, 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 da.